Happy Island, Honeymoon Island, and some rain will arrive in Tarpon Springs soon. But we head into Polk, and the rain is a little heavier here. These thunderstorms are not severe, not a lot of lightning, but you're getting some gusty winds, good heavy downpours, and there is some lightning. But some of these areas here, like around Gordonville to Winter Haven, the totals are already over 1 inch. So if we get some more pulling into these locations, gotta watch out for that localized flooding, like in the intersections and low-lying areas, edges of the streets, until the rain finishes up. It'll drain because the ground is not saturated, but again, more storms keep popping up. We're even seeing some heavy pockets of rain now from Haines City over to Lake Marion and north toward Kissimmee. So we look at the big picture, and there's more rain to come moving in here. So we could see some totals very easily over 2 inches of rain, and we may see this threat in Polk County over the next 2 hours. Now, we're also seeing some minor coastal flooding. Not quite the levels of yesterday, but we certainly have some higher seas out there. Elevated seas still. The Gulf is stirred up from after Nate moved away. So we have that one factor. We have south winds, so any of the coasts that are facing more a little bit to the south, that pushes the water on shore with these gusty winds. We also have very high astronomical tides right now, but either way, the waters are running. I checked some of the tide locations, about 1.5 feet above the predicted astronomical tide. Yesterday it was around 2 feet, so we're not seeing it quite the levels, but we are seeing definitely some higher waters. And Crystal River, Bayport, you're not hitting your high tides until later on. So we're just about at the high tide in Bayport, but areas north and through Citrus County, you still have the next couple of hours to get to those high tides. But most areas have already passed it. We're getting to those high tides in Tampa Bay, so those water levels again will be up a little bit higher than what you normally see. So just keep an eye on it, and if you know the high tide, you know when that water will start coming back down. And I'm not really anticipating much of a problem in the next couple of high tides. Madeira Beach right now, watch these storms come in. They start rolling closer and closer. Look at this, water gets stirred up, and then the storms roll onshore. Look at the dark clouds, and then it kind of crashes into the beach, and then a little sunshine returns behind it. But looking at the temperatures, if you have the rain, it's cooler. 78 in Winter Haven, but 90 in Brandon, so that's our range of temperatures. But it is very humid out there with these south winds. Not quite as gusty at this moment, but near any thunderstorms, you will get some of those gusts, and our winds are going to finally lighten up tonight and tomorrow, but unfortunately the humidity remains. So here's what I'm expecting as we head through this evening. Temperatures will still be in the 80s through 8 o'clock, and they're really going to stay mostly in the 80s through the whole evening. In fact, Tampa only gets to 78 again in the morning.